Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Morning. I hope everybody's well and okay. It's still black as night. It's not as early as I did Coffee Morning yesterday, we're an hour later, but it's still dark. That's why the light's on. Um, so, this morning, with a cup of coffee, I've actually made myself a couple of crumpets because I am a bit hungry, so just bear with me. I'll take a bite between some different subjects I've got lined up. So, first bite, a crumpet. Oh, I just saw them and I thought, hey, why not? Who says you have to wait till lunchtime to have a crumpet? These are quite breakfasty, aren't they? Really, you can have a crumpet for your supper or whatever. Remember, I have done where there's no rules in food. Although I'm not sure about having a roast dinner for your breakfast. That would be a bit weird, wouldn't it? Though, I suppose if you work during the night, I suppose you would, wouldn't you? So, cheers. Mm. Do you know what? Speaking of a crumpet, I nearly got one. I did. I might get one next time. But there's actually a new thing called a crumpet loaf. So I might get one next time to try. I nearly got one then when I saw it, but yeah, I might get one. See what it's like. It'll only be, I imagine, crumpet that looks like a piece of toast. That's all I can think of it could be. I've never had one before, but I did see one and I thought, should I get that? I'll get one next time. I promise I shall make it my mission to get one, and then I can show you all. Hmm. So today's itinerary, if I can make sense of it. My coffee morning with you, get dressed, see to Sammy, and when I say see to Sammy, I'm going to have to clear a cage out as well. Sammy, I think, at the moment, she's going through one of those big molts. Feathers are going everywhere. So she's uncomfortable with it. It's a shame. It really is, because she was altogether scratching last night. I don't think it's anything of the animal kind. When I say the animal kind, I mean parasites. I just don't see it being that. But she was scratching an awful lot last night, so I'm going to say when I go into town, getting her something for a molting, because it is a shame. It's not very nice watching her scratch to death. So see to the bird. Yeah, I'm going to go into town with my mum. Have a walk down town with her, and if the pet shop's open, because we have got a local pet shop, and if it's open, great. If it's not the end of the world. I mean, I was going to do this anyway. I'm going to put a bath out for Sammy. She just might need a bath, really. Just for help her, you know. It was a bit late last night when she was doing it, so it was too late for give her a bath. So I'll do that this morning. And then general morning chit chat. I do apologise. The general morning chit chat I did yesterday is still processing. I can't explain it, really. I've looked on the internet to see is it because of the nature that it is? Because if it never loads, then you're never gonna get it, are you? And it's just one of those things. I may have to scrap that one altogether and just do another one sometime and make it less so, because it is a little bit detailed what I was talking about. So so maybe I should do a version what's a bit more appropriate for everybody instead of the one what's loading. So if it doesn't do it by a certain time tonight, I'll delete it and I'll do another one. Okay. Because my plan was to do general chit chats, and there would have been five parts to this. And it's all about events that are more stressful in life, because there are a few, and there are events that, well, they do affect everybody in some way, somewhere. Like yesterday was death and bereavement of a loved one. So that would have been part one. Because no matter who you are in this world, when someone dies in your family and you're very, very close to them, it can be life-changing. And unfortunately, death comes to all of us. Will come to all of us. One day, you just don't know when it'll happen. So I can see me doing another version of it, to be honest, this subject, because I just don't see this loading, this one. So I'll give it till tonight, and if it doesn't load, I'll delete it, and I promise I'll do another one for you. So part 2 in the series on more stressful events in your life is going to be based on divorce. Okay. Divorce is also not a very nice thing to happen. I've never been through a divorce. Now, Richard has. And that can be life-changing, a divorce. So I hope you can look out for that for Morning Chit Chat. So that's general Morning Chit Chat. And then lunchtime with me, I should be able to do. And then dinner time with me. We should be at home all day. Well, it's New Year's Eve tomorrow. So what are you all doing for New Year's Eve? I hope you keep yourself safe if you are going out on the towns and having a drink. Christmas Day seems a while ago now. It was only last week and it's just flown, hasn't it? Last bite and then I've done it and then I'll be able to talk properly. Right. Okay. Right. That's me. So my cup of coffee's here. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed my little videos yesterday. Just a bit of fun, you know. They're nothing spectacular. It's just a bit of what would you call it? Comedy or sometimes it's just something different, isn't it? Instead of the same plain me talking away at you. It's knowing what everybody wants to see. And I can have a very serious side, but also I can have a quite a let your hair down side too. And so it's sort of balancing everything out. But I suppose that's my personality as well. You know, I understand a lot of people probably don't like my content. But for those who do like my content, I like to think I'm making you happy. Oh, it's raining now. It's raining. Oh, this makes me terribly unhappy actually. There's talk of a new beast in the east coming. So I'm sort of on the edge. Because with beast in the east, what happened last time was all the winds, snow, ice. It was horrible. When we had beast in the east last year. Oh, and I am so sorry. By the way, I've not really watched the news, but a few days ago in Manchester, England, they had a mini tornado, and I didn't know about it. I've seen nothing on my phone. It must have all been on the news, and my dad told me yesterday. A tornado, and people were losing the roofs on the houses. And so anybody living in Manchester, if anybody watches me who's living in Manchester, I'm so sorry I didn't cover that. That must have been frightening and awful. A mini tornado. I mean, the weather in the UK is getting more turbulent. You hear about places around the world. America's terrible for hurricanes, the Caribbean, all around Thailand, tsunamis. The weather all around the world can be turbulent, but it's happening here too. It's going that way here. And you know, why? There's always something devastating around Christmas time, though. What happens? I don't mean to put a thing on it. I don't know. One of my subscribers the other week, suggested a YouTube meetup. I'm thinking, why would this person want to meet me? Why would this person want to meet me? Why would anybody want to meet me? I'm just an old-fashioned woman, really. And I said, well, I'll have to do some thinking. And I am doing some thinking. I really am, I promise you. But there's only so much we could possibly do, I think. And I don't know how you go about that, to be honest. It would be nice to meet some of you. But I'd have to look into that, to be honest. Because there's, like, I don't know any of you from Adam. And at the same token, none of you know me. So it works both ways. And does that happen with YouTubers? I'm actually I've been asking for advice from any YouTubers who's been in this situation. In that situation where people might want to meet you. Heaven knows why they'd want to meet me, but because I have to think of my safety. And I also have to think of your safety too. But I promise I will look into it. I'm not saying any of you are bad people. I'm really not saying that. But it's just a lot happens with social media. And the worst has happened to some people. I'm not exactly saying YouTubers, but I promise I will look into it. That's all I can do. Okay, and if anybody's got any advice for me on that, let me know. Yeah? So, plans for New Year. I'll be going to my family's house with Richard. I'm not sure what time yet. So we're talking New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. New Year's Eve, I will be able to do coffee morning, general chit chat. I might not be able to do anything else though. But I suppose it depends on the situation, on whether we'll be at home or not. Because I just don't know what's happening as yet. Usually for New Year, we usually do stay at my mum's. Because my mum doesn't live that far away, what would happen is, if we were staying over, I'd nip back and spend a few... Oh, hey, I've got that though. If we are staying, spend a few hours with our Sammy in between. So I'll nip back, sort my bird out and cover her for the night. So I'll be able to do some material with you then as well. It'll probably not be like a lunchtime with me or a dinner time with me, but it would just be on the happenings of the day. And then it would probably be the same for New Year's Day. But it all depends on whether we're staying over. I'm not sure. It might not be worth staying over. I mean, we used to stay over for Christmas. But because we live so close, it's just not worth doing anymore. So we'll see. I'll have to keep you posted on that one. Oh, 26 minutes has gone already. Time flies and you don't notice. And you also don't notice, as you yourself are getting older, those around you are. It's a funny thing, time. Time affects everything. Good and bad. Time. So, well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your morning, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you later for general morning chit chat. Okay? Trying to think if there's anything else for me to say. There's probably not. So I'll see you later for general morning chit chat. Okay. Bye.